Give me a few minutes and I might convince you to buy 1 million ZBCN coins. I'm not telling you to get 1 million ZBCN. I'm just saying that it could benefit you in the future, and I'll show you why. For most of you watching this video, I know most of you are quite invested in ZBCN and you probably hold way more than 1 million, because I get questions like this all the time. Is X amount good enough? Is Y amount good enough? In my opinion, I feel like 1 million is an achievable target for most people out there, because at the moment, 1 million is about $4,000, okay? And I'm not saying put in 4,000 right now. I'm saying like put in small chunks in, because most of you watching this video in the older target audience range, most of you in your mid 30s, mid 40s, even above. So most of you, I would imagine, would have full-time jobs. And most of you have been in this game for around since 2017. Some people like me came in 2020, and some people, this is their first bull run and they don't know what they're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, there's nothing wrong to putting your hand up and saying, listen, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help me out? This is why I started a Discord. It's completely free. You can ask me a question whenever you want if you feel scared. I remember the first time I started crypto and I joined like crypto groups, and some of them were very helpful. This is what crypto is all about. 1 million, in my opinion, I've talked about ZBCN quite a lot. I do think ZBCN can change your life. It could do 10 to 20x this year. Worst case scenario, about 5, 6x, okay? With all the catalysts that's coming. Some of you are probably saying like, oh, on the 23rd, they announced a partnership and it was buy the rumor, sell the news. It was a pump and dump. Okay, bro. Those types of people you shouldn't listen to anyway, because I bet you those were the types of people who were saying the price is going low, it's going low, and they were getting greedy with themselves, and the price pumped and they FOMO'd, then it sold off, and then they probably panic sold. That is a typical common crypto investor, okay? I see a lot of people in the ZBCN space are now starting to talk about the news catalysts on the price of ZBCN, because one announcement alone pumped to 20%, just one, and that was just tip of the iceberg. Most of my information on this channel is about news, because I do think doing TA alone, okay, I have no problem with TA. I'm saying just doing that alone, they do not factor in the fundamentals of ZBCN, and news being one of the major catalysts. That's why when I released this video of ZBCN's recent partnership with All Unity backed by Deutsche Bank, everyone and their mother were making that video, even people strictly doing TA. Like I said, nothing against them. Just doing TA alone will get you so far, in my opinion. Okay, ZBCN can go to way above 10 cents this year, this cycle. There's a video I really recommend, and I think these are the biggest catalysts for ZBCN. Talk about the top 5 reasons why ZBCN can be explosive this year. But I'm just going to break it down here as well. In my opinion, we've got big catalysts coming up. That news was just the tip of the iceberg. Just trust me on this. Okay, we've got the superAPP coming out to bring more retail users. We're not even listed on tier 1 exchange. We're not even listed on Coinbase. We're not even listed on Binance. We're not on Kraken. I don't think Kraken's going to pump it that much, but Coinbase, Binance are the big ones as well. We're not listed on that. People are like, oh, we're not going to get on it, but Coinbase Ventures was an early backer of ZBCN since 2021, along with Circle, Solana Ventures, Breyer Capital, Lightspeed. That's a catalyst. It's got really early backing. We're going through our compliance roadmap, and the big one is being ISO 222 compliant. Crypto giants like XRP, XLM, HBAR, Quant Network, XDC, they are all ISO 222 compliant. And you're probably thinking, oh, those coins are dead. They've already had their run. Dude, they're in the top 50. You know, ZBEC is still like making its way to the top 100. Once it's ISO 222 compliant, that partnership that we just saw, we're going to get way, way bigger ones, because you're now, when you're ISO 222 compliant, you signal to the big institutions that you are institutional grade company. You are serious now. You want to change the world. And let's get this clear. The crypto itself aren't ISO 220 compliant. It will be ZBEC network that will be ISO compatible, ready when the shift comes, which is rolling out November 2025. ZBEC is part of the stablecoin narrative. They focus on stablecoin payroll. Some crypto giants like Ripple believe that stablecoins is going to hit $1 trillion market. Stablecoins have been rapidly growing. It's at 300 billion. There's a lot of transaction volume on stablecoins. What do you think all the rich whales do with $100 million worth when they trade in crypto? They park it up into stablecoins. People don't realize that the stablecoin market is growing. Stablecoins really relate to institutions and banks, because banks are starting to issuing their own backed stablecoins pegged to like the US dollar. This is why we've had the Genius Act come out. This is why we've got MiCA compliance. This is why we've got ISO 222. If ZBEC network are ISO 222 compliant, well, guess what? They can communicate with the banks. They can work with the banks. They speak the same digital language. So that's a massive catalyst. Like I said, we're going to get big partnerships coming up. Okay, we've got the Cybos event. What we just experienced to sell the news, that one thing pumped the frigging price. Could you imagine, know, another announcement of a partnership. September is usually a bearish month, guys. Historically, it is a bearish month. Ever heard of Rectember? But have you ever heard of October, Moonvember? You know, historically, October, November are bullish months. And we've had one rate cut. The Fed's thinking about 2 more rate cuts this year. What do you think that's going to do to the market? I can't be more bullish. Just remember this, okay? I get comments like this, like haters hating on a channel that's under 1,000 subscribers. Let me tell you this, haters, if you're watching, right? You may hold ZBCN, but you don't like it. But you got to think of it like this. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what value do I bring to ZBCN? And you might look at yourself and be like, oh, actually, I don't do anything. I don't post any tweets. I don't do any content informing people. I'm just selfish. I just look at my own investment and hope for the best. But you may think I'm an idiot, and I don't care, okay? I really don't care. I try and make educational content. I don't just milk people for views. I actually do my homework, and I'm trying to show people information that they may not have known. Doing crypto and YouTube and running a Discord is a 60-hour a week job minimum. Some people may look at my videos and be like, it's only 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. Bro, these videos take 9 to 10 hours to make. I try and make best content possible. I do everything. I do research. I do everything. I don't earn any money doing this. I'm not monetized yet. I'm pretty sure I will be soon. Most of the monetization will go to what I'm doing on YouTube, because most of the things I pay for, like equipment and editing software and etc., all goes towards YouTube. So the monetization will help me make better content, and that's what I'm aiming for. I'm trying to be the voice for people that don't have the voice, okay? I'm pretty sure most of you will agree with what I'm saying. 1 million ZBCN, you may think it's quite a lot for most of you, but most of you here should have a full-time job. If you can't expect, put in $100 and expect 1,000x. Those times back in 2017 do not relate to this cycle. The old advice does not work here. This cycle's different. This cycle's quick, and you've got to be aggressive, and you've got to have a plan. You can't expect putting in, you know, less than $1,000 and expect $1 million. That's just not realistic, guys. That's why I think 1 million is a good target, because one, it's easy to track. So I think it's going to hit a penny, and then when it hits a 1 penny, you're at 10k, and then 2 cents, 20k. It's easy to track, right? If you have 1 million, you are now a serious investor. You want to do everything you can to be serious about this project. You know, if you're commenting saying, are we going to go to 10 cents? Are we going to go to 20 cents, 30 cents? You know, that tells me that you just don't know what you're doing, and you're just hoping for the best. If you have a bit more capital, now you're probably more incentivized to do your homework. I encourage people to do their homework. You know, I'm trying to open people's eyes here. There's not a lot of good influencers talking about ZBCN. There's some, but a lot of people are talking crap, giving you the hopium stick, giving you this, is it going to go up? Is it going to go up? But you should all do your own research, man. Like, this is what I'm doing every video. Every video is me doing my homework, and then it takes 9-10 hours to make. I give you guys the best bits, bro. If you saw an unedited version of me, it'd be 20 minutes, and I'll be like, I want to get straight to the point. I don't want to mess with you guys. I'm trying to act like a viewer. When I make content, I'm like, what would my viewer enjoy? I give you the best content I can, and I'm only trying to improve as a YouTuber. Every video, I'm trying to improve step by step, video after video. I can only get better. That's why I love comments saying, like, you know, turn the music off, less editing. I can only learn from you guys. I'm trying to make your viewing experience better. Listen, have a game plan. Like, 1 million is very cheap. You think, like, hey, 4k is a lot. It's not a lot of money, dude. In crypto that have 100 millions, 4k is chump change. You have a full-time job when you're working. I used to work 18 hours. I used to save every penny I can. You know, it's a mindset, guys. It's not too late to get 1 million. You know, you could be lucky. I think maybe ZBCN could go down a little bit short term. It's up to you if you want 1 million. You know, if you look at my videos, you know, I explain a lot of reasons why you should be bullish, and a lot of people agree with me. The ZBCN community are a very good community. This is why I started this channel and made it ZBCN focus. But anyway, if you want a price prediction, okay, listen, I used to be in Casper, right? And I do have some Casper. My Discord, some of my community are Casper members. Listen, like, people say like, oh, we need Coinbase, we need Binance. Oh, yes, okay, it would help. Look, this is worst case scenario, right? 5 to 6x. You got 1 million ZBCN. Your 5-6x could be worth 25k. Casper doesn't even have tier 1 exchanges. This is what's possible. We pumped to friggin' 7 cents with no tier 1s. We can do that again. We can go higher. You know, 2 rate cuts, the market's going to pick up. More retails coming in with the superAPP. ISO 222. More big partnership announcements. Market is bullish. Everyone's all having fun. Your 4k can turn into 25k. And you may be thinking, that's not enough money. I know, I want millions. Well, dude, that could be enough for your friggin' sex change. Because, you know, I don't think you deserve your manhood being that bitchy. Okay, so it'll probably do you a favor. But guys, have a goddamn game plan. If you don't know what you're doing, this is what my Discord is for. Like, ask questions. You know, you're not stupid for asking a question. You're stupid for not asking one if you don't know what you're doing. This is what the crypto community is for. But if you love this style of video, guys, please give me some feedback on it. People in ZBCN are going to get rich by accident. All this buy the rumor, sell the news shakeout is to get you to sell your bag. You're not meant to get rich. They're trying to shake you out so you miss out. We're getting rich by accident. But scared money make no money. Okay, good for you. If you're scared, okay, good for you. Goodbye. Someone else will buy your bags. Okay. And if you're waiting for a perfect entry, well, good luck, man. Because, you waiting for a perfect entry is no different to you not selling at the top. It's just pure greed. You're never going to get a perfect entry in crypto. You're never going to sell at the exact top unless you're an insider, unless you're Trump's mate. Like, stop being sidelined. You're either invest or you're not. And I'm not saying invest the full amount. Invest a little bit. Like, this is what I did when I started my channel. I invested a little bit, and I eventually caught the bottom. It could have gone lower, and then it did like a 40% pump. No one wanted to buy when it was going down, but they would buy it on a 40% pump. The market is about market psychology, guys. There's lots of factors that affect it, but most of it is market psychology. People's emotions affect the market. When people are scared and crying, no one wants to invest, but that's the best time to invest. When it's red and it's all scary. This is all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it like that, but hope you enjoy the content. I'll see you guys in the next one.